Somebody say, I'm a digger of wells. Say, I'm a well digger. All right. Genesis 43, verse 19 to 21. Let's start with Isaiah 43. Isaiah 43, verse 19 to 21. Father, I praise your name. Can close the door now. Okay.
Verse 1.
Eh? 43, verse 19 to 21. Isaiah 43, verse 19 to 21. Are you ready for a life-changing message today? I want to finish part 2. Today we are doing part 2. Not part 3. It's part 2, part 2. Digging wells 2, part 2. Because we've got 10 points, remember? This is a revelation that is changing. That changed my life. And I will forever be grateful to God for this revelation. You know, there are revelations that you get, and they are beautiful, but they don't have any practical significance. They bless you. You hear that revelation, and all you want to do is worship God. So there's a place for those kinds of revelations. But when you are drowning, you don't need those kinds of revelations. Am I talking to somebody? You know, when Peter was drowning, you know, when he says, if it is you, let me walk on water. He walked on water. Then he saw that the wind was boisterous and the waves were angry and rising and so forth. Then he started to drown. Peter made a prayer to the Lord. He didn't start by saying, Lord, today I just want to thank you, my Lord. You are great God. I just want to thank you because you are this great God. Now, Lord, that I thank you, I want to enter your courts with prayer. He had one prayer. Lord, help me. That's it. Am I taking somebody? There's time for all these nice words where you go to Psalm 3. Lord, you are my shepherd, and then there's time for Lord, help me, and that's all. Am I taking somebody? Digging wells. It's a revelation that is completely changed my life. Amen? And I want to share with you, and I'm continuing to share with you what the Lord showed me. Now, Isaiah 43, verse 19 to 21. That's our foundation scripture. Let's go there.
Behold, I'm doing a new thing.
Behold, I'm doing a what?
A new thing.
I can't hear you guys. You know I like you to talk. Behold, I'm doing a what?
A new thing.
Before I go, I want to welcome. Let's put our hands together for Glenda. Glenda is living with us. She's helping us with showering. Glenda, welcome to church. This is Anointed Life Ministries. Glory be to Jesus. You will be blessed here. You will be healed, and you'll be prosperous. You'll be prospered. Am I talking to somebody? Amen. Behold, I will do a what?
A new thing.
Somebody say, do a new thing in my life, Lord. Come on, guys. Wake up. Wake up. Winter is over. It's over. We are going into summer now. Say, do a new thing in my life.
Do a new thing in my life.
All right, let's go on. Second.
Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth.
Now it what?
It
springs forth. Like what? Like a what? Like a well. Remember Jesus. If any man drinks this water that I give, he shall never thirst. But the water, this living water that I give him to drink, shall become in him what? A spring of water welling up to eternal life. Wells and springs go together. So, behold, I will do a new thing, and it shall spring forth like a well. It keeps on springing forth. Glory be to Jesus. Say after me, I've got life on the inside of me. Say, my life keeps on springing. Say, I'm never drying. Glory be. If you find yourself dry, guess what? We're talking about that today. Somebody closed your well. Jesus designed you to live your Christian life, Sarah, in such a way that you are always watered. You always have to be springing forth waters. You are supposed to be watered every time. When you start to see that you are dry in your life, you must know somewhere, the well has been closed. Because he says, the water that I shall give him, in him, he plants a well in you. Did you know that? Or you think you can plant seed only? Jesus plants a well in you. He doesn't want you to say, come again, drink, go. No. He says, I'm going to plant a well in you, and then that well will spring within you to eternal life. Say, I'm watered. Say, I've got all the health I need. Say, I've got all the healing I need. Say, I've got all the stability I need. Say, I need all the prosperity I need. Do you understand the power of this revelation? Jesus planted a well in you, Joseph. There's a well that was planted, and that well now grows on the inside of you. You don't need to go around looking for wells. All you need to cure every kind of thirst is in you. Glory be to Jesus. When you see Satan attacking your health and succeeding at it, you must already know there's a well that's not functioning. When you see Satan attacking your finances and succeeding, because your finances will be attacked, the question is he going to succeed or not? You must already know there's a well that's been closed. Do you understand what I'm talking about? So Dallas, you need to understand that the Lord has put a well, and that well springs up to eternal life. Eternal life means prosperity. The life of God. Zoe. Somebody say Zoe. Say, I've got the life of God on the inside of me. There is no poverty in the life of God, Sarah. There's no sickness in the life of God. There's no depression in the life of God. There's no fighting in the life of God. There's no sin in the life of God. It is the complete life of God. Look, Raymond is smiling at me. Glory be to Jesus. Glory be to Jesus. So God has planted, by the Holy Spirit, He has planted a well in you. You carry that well. Whether you know it or not is a different story. Whether you use it, Dallas, or not is a different story. So some of us, we are carrying the well, but guess what? The well has been what? Closed. Now we are sick. Now we are depressed. Now we are poor. Now we are in financial trouble. Now we've got problem. We are in sin. Everything you can think of is because the well has stopped flowing. It happened to me. I know what I'm talking about. So if you don't receive this word, it's for me. Glory be to Jesus. Because sometimes what happens is that when you are used to moving in blessings, you forget to renew your well. You forget to what? To dig your well. Because what? You've been blessed. Finances are coming. Things are happening. Satan is in the background closing your well. Then one day everything dries up and you're like, hey, where do I even start? You don't even know where to start. Guess what? You did not invest in sharpening your skills to dig wells. That's what happens. I'm telling you people. Whenever you find yourself in that, somewhere you slept on the job. You stopped digging wells. Am I talking to somebody? I stopped digging wells, and the Lord had to teach me to dig wells again. Only then, Sarah, did I start to see the rivers flowing again. Did I start to see things happening? But now there's a difference. Now I'm no longer a person who's just blessed. I'm a person who's blessed and who knows how to keep the blessing flowing. I am a digger of wells. Say, I'm a digger of wells. Say, I know how to dig wells. I can start another branch. I can start another ministry anyway because this was my first well. Waking up at 3 in the morning to pray. Driving all over the place in Joburg. Collecting people. Starting from scratch until the time where it ordained pastors and so forth. I was learning how to dig wells. Now I can go to any place. I'll dig another well called Anointed Life Ministry. Say, I'm a digger of wells. I started a business in a difficult economy like this, and I'm starting more and more. And I can go anywhere and start a business. Say, I'm a digger of wells. While you are praying the whole night, some of us are busy digging wells. While you are wishing, some of us are busy digging wells. Am I talking to somebody? Say, I'm a digger of wells. So what is the problem with Christians? You Christians, us Christians, do not like to dig wells. Am I talking to somebody? We like the water, Tsepi. We like the blessing. We want it when it's flowing. Give me water from the well. Hey, Lord, keep me watered. Lord, fill me up, fill me up. With what? Where is the water coming from? No, I'll go to my pastor. My pastor will release an anointing. Where is he getting that water that one took? I think he's digging his own well. So I'm a digger of wells. Say, I'm a digger of wells. Say, I dig the well. Come on, guys, talk to me. Say, I dig the well of my own health. Say, I dig the well of my own revival. Say, I dig the well of my own prosperity. Do you get this revelation? You carry this well wherever you go. Am I talking to somebody? Let's go on, Sebi.
Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive and know it, and you will not give heed to it? I will even make a way in the wilderness.
I'll make a way where?
In the wilderness.
In the wilderness. Have you ever walked in the wilderness? There's no road there. There's no beaten track. It's just desert. You can't even see which way to go. But the Lord says, I will make a way in the what? In the wilderness. Listen to me. If you ever find yourself in the wilderness, know this. The Lord is about to make a way for you. A wilderness experience is a sign that there's a way that the Lord is about to do. He's about to do something new. Am I talking to somebody? When you understand this revelation, Sarah, when you understand this revelation, you won't be scared when you see challenges coming your way. Because you know that this is a way that the Lord is making through that wilderness, right? Let's go on.
I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert.
Rivers way. Rivers way. Rivers way.
In the desert.
When you are in the desert, your natural, response is to cry. This is the end. But he says, if you ever find yourself in a desert, you must know there are rivers somewhere. Am I talking to somebody? So now tell me, how can you be defeated when the Lord says that you are blessed when you are coming in and we are going out? In every situation, you are always watered. Say, I'm watered. All the time. You know, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I've learned about the Lord. The Lord wants you watered all the time. I used to be told about, the wilderness experience and so forth, and there's no food and so forth. But I've learned that, you can go through the wilderness, but the difference is that you will still be provided for. That part preachers forgot to tell me about. So they would say, accept your suffering. It's okay. That's what. I didn't know that he says, if you ever find yourself in a wilderness, I'll make rivers, not even a well, rivers in the wilderness. Glory be to Jesus. So listen to me, whatever you're dealing with, I want you to know that if it is not a river, if it is a desert, the Lord wants you to be watered. Say, I'm coming for everything, that's mine.
I'm coming for everything, that's mine.
That's mine. Let's go on.
The beasts of the field honor me, the jackals and the ostriches, because I give waters in the wilderness and rivers in the desert.
Because I give what? Waters in the wilderness and what? Rivers in the desert. Come on, guys. Anointed Life Ministries, I'm speaking to you right now. We are watered every time. From January to December, we are watered. Glory be to Jesus. Read that. Read more.
Because I give waters in the wilderness and rivers in the desert to give drink to my people, my chosen, the people I formed for myself, that they may set forth my praise, and they shall do it.
Can you sing? Yes?
Yet you have not called upon me, much less toil.
No, that's now. Okay, stop for me.
Okay.
So the Lord says that the reason why I make rivers and waters is so that you can drink. Am I talking to somebody?
Yes.
Now, good. Number one, I'm recapping. We said that God always what? God always opens rivers or wells in times of famine or difficulty so that we may live and not be destroyed. That was point number one last week. Whenever you find yourself in a wilderness, you must know that the Lord is going to open a river for you to drink. Somebody say amen.
Amen.
Then number two, we said that whenever a challenging situation arises, don't despair. Look for a well or dig one. Always. Am I telling somebody? The Bible says that God opened the eyes of Hagar and she saw the well. And then she and her little baby boy Ishmael, they drank and they became a great nation at Beersheba. Do you remember that? So whenever a challenging situation arises, don't despair. Look for a well or dig one. Always. Glory be to Jesus. Glory be to Jesus. Then number three, I would like us to read Genesis chapter 26. Let's read Genesis chapter 26. I want to finish part 2 today. Start from verse 1 to 6.
And there was famine in the land, other than the former famine that was in the days of Abraham.
There was what?
Famine.
Famine. Okay, don't lose that. There was a famine in the land. Let's go on.
And Isaac went to Gerar, to Abimelech, king of the Philistines. And the Lord appeared to him and said, do not go down to Egypt. Live in the land of which I will tell you. Dwell temporarily in this land, and I will be with you and will favor you with blessings.
And I will bless you. Now, everybody look at me. What is the definition of the word blessing? Sarah, what is the definition of the word blessing? Who knows? When God says, I have blessed you, we've dealt with this. It means what?
Because he empowers you.
He's empowered you. All right? Who wants to try? Who else wants to try? When the Lord says, I've blessed you, he says, draw in this land and I'll bless you. Who wants to try? And God blessed them and said what? And God blessed them and said what? Be fruitful and multiply. Blessing always comes with fruitfulness. It always comes with what? With expansion. It always comes with what? With prosperity. It always comes with what? With increase. So whenever you see the word blessing, it means that God has spoken well of you. And him speaking well of you produces what? Fruitfulness. It produces increase, vitality, life. Am I talking to somebody? So blessing always results in fruitfulness. Somebody say after me, blessing always results in fruitfulness. And God blessed them and said, be fruitful and multiply. Now read that scripture again. Dwell in the land. Number verse 3.
Dwell temporarily in this land, and I will be with you and will favor you with blessings.
In other words, I will make you what? I will make you what? Fruitful. I will make you increase. I will make you what? Prosper. All right? Great. Go on.
For to you and your descendants I will give all these lands, and I will perform the oath which I swore to Abraham your father. And I will make your descendants to multiply.
To what? To what? Multiply. What is that? What is that? It's increase. What is that? It's blessing. What is that? It's fruitfulness. Can you see? I will make your descendants. God is saying this. He's saying this in a famine. So the blessing is there. The promise is there. The question is, how was God going to do it? Right? Let's go to it.
And I will make your descendants to multiply as the stars of the heavens, and I will give to your posterity all these lands, kingdoms, and by your offspring shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, or by him bless themselves. For Abraham listened to and obeyed my voice, and kept my charge, my commands, my statutes, and my laws. So Isaac stayed in Gerar.
So after the Lord spoke to Isaac, in this famine, he then decided to live where the Lord said you must live, right? In that place where there was famine, God said, I'll open rivers for you, Isaac. Can you see? He says, dwell in this place, this famine-stricken place called Gerar, and I'll open rivers, and you will drink, and you and your descendants will drink, just like he promised in Isaiah chapter 43. Can you see? So whenever you're in a famine, I want you to understand something. The Lord will always open rivers for you to drink. Yeah. Glory be to Jesus. So I said number 3, it is better to live in the blessing of the Lord than where people think is better. Even in famine, because God's commanded blessings becomes wells to you. Say I'm blessed. Say I'm blessed. Say I'm fruitful. Say I'm increasing. Say I'm always watered. Even in famine. South Africa is not doing too well. The economy is collapsing. But the Lord says, even in a situation like this, I'll open what? I'll open wells for you to drink. Say I'm blessed. Number 4. I said during the famine, God gave Isaac a divine strategy to prosper. Remember, you must always ask God for a divine strategy to prosper when everyone is failing. Let's read Genesis chapter 26, verse 12. Right? I'm taking time with this revelation because it's a life-changing revelation. I want us to read from verse 12. Genesis chapter 26, verse 12. Let's see the divine strategy that Isaac was given. All right? Yes?
Then Isaac sowed seed in that land.
Which land? The land of what? The land of what? The land of what? What was the name of this land? Gerar. So he is sowing, listen to me, he is sowing seed in a land where there was famine, no rain, nothing. Because God opened rivers. By his word, he started to sow what? He started to sow, seed. By faith. You don't do this if you don't have faith. Glory be to Jesus. Let's go on. Then Isaac sowed in that land, and then what happens?
And received in the same year 100 times as much as he had planted. And the Lord favored
He
him
received
with
how much? 100 times. In what season? In that same year of what? Of famine. If it wasn't a famine, then everybody should have had enough. It's called a famine because people did not have enough. But in that situation, Isaac received 100-fold. That's fruitfulness of the highest order. It's of the highest order. Jesus said 30-fold, 50-fold, 60-fold, and 100-fold. 100-fold is where you are extremely fruitful. In a famine. And guess what? Before this Jude, we don't hear that Isaac had been fruitful. His fruitfulness, it hit the highest level in famine. So who told you that a famine is a time for you to give up? Who told you that when things are tough, that is where you must give up? That is what people who don't walk in faith do. A person of faith, even in famine, you prosper more. Yes. I gave you an example of how when things go tight in construction, we open 2 new businesses. And we are prospering in 2 new businesses. In famine, when everybody's saying, no, look for a job, I know there's no need for you now to close this thing down. God gave us a strategy, and we are opening businesses. In famine, I learned something very important. Listen to me, guys. Guys, don't miss this. This is wisdom for a lifetime. When you are in a famine, look for wells. There will always be wells. How do I know? Because God says, I am the one who opens rivers in the desert. When you see people around you being struck by something, always understand that for you, because God has loved you and you're God's chosen people, I want you to understand something. There was always a well. You just have to find it. If you can't see it, pray and say, Lord, open my eyes. But trust me, people, there is always a well. Am I telling somebody? So at the time when I hit rock bottom and I was like, Lord, I don't know what else to do. I've done everything I could. The Lord said that now you are focusing on this one well. I want you to remove your eyes from this one well and look at other wells. And I did that. And instantly, they started to spring forth. Those words said, instantly. Glory be to Jesus. And this is in a famine. What happens now when there's no famine and everything's going well? Then people say, I don't know how this man became so wealthy. I don't know how he prospered so much. Because guess what? In famine, we are busy digging wells. People are busy complaining. People are busy leaving South Africa. People are busy saying it's over. We are busy what? Digging wells. Then they shall spring forth. Doesn't the word say that? Yeah. They shall spring forth. Shall you not see it? Doesn't it say that? You see it, Sarah. You see it. When you see it, you must know this is what I was preaching about. Jesus says, when I do that, God says, when I do that, it shall spring forth. Shall you not see it? Shall you not perceive it? That's what your Amplified says, right? So it will be so obvious that you are being watered. Am I telling somebody? Let's go on. During the famine, God gave Isaac a divine strategy to prosper. You must always ask God for a divine strategy to prosper when everyone is what? Is faith. Listen to me. Everybody look at me. This is how I know that Anointed Life Ministries is going to be a very prosperous church. Anyone who comes to this church will be a prosperous person. Will be. I'm not saying that because I'm just prophesying. I'm saying that because we have found the key. It's in our hands. God gives you a blessing, then He gives you a strategy. And when things are not working, look for the rivers. We know it. It's our revelation as Anointed Life Ministry. Am I talking to somebody? Now I want us to go on. That's where we ended last week, okay? Now I want us to go. Let's go on to Genesis chapter. Go on. Then Isaac sowed in that land and reaped in the same year 100-fold, and the Lord blessed him. The man, verse 13, let's go on.
And the man became great and gained more and more until he became very wealthy and distinguished. He owned flocks, herds, and a great supply of servants, and the Philistines envied him.
Okay. The New King James Version says, the man began to prosper. Say level number 1. Say level number 1. The man began to prosper. Level number 1. Level number 2. And became one and continued to what? Continued prospering until number 3. He became very prosperous. Glory be to Jesus. That job you got, Sarah, is not enough. That's only level number 1. You are starting. So you are only starting with copper. It's level number 1. You're in gear 1. Jude, with your aviation. You are only starting. He says what? He began to prosper. Then he continued prospering until he became what? Very prosperous. In what? In what? In what? In what? In famine. He began to prosper in famine. Then he continued prospering in famine until he became what? Very prosperous. And others were dying of hunger. Am I talking to somebody? Say the blessing of the Lord. For he had possessions of flocks and possessions of herds and a great number of servants. So the Philistines envied him. Now, verse 15. Let's get to our subject now.
Now all the wells which his father's servant had dug in the days of Abraham, his father, the Philistines had closed and filled with earth.
So the Bible makes it clear now. Abraham, his father, where did this man learn to dig wells? From his father. It was generational. Oh, glory be to Jesus. He saw his dad. Listen to me, everybody, listen to me. Listen to me. Digging wells is a multi-generational occupation. Glory be to Jesus. His father, Abraham, was the one who was digging wells. And he was seeing as a little boy the father digging wells and digging wells. It became a family occupation. Some of you need to learn how to teach your kids how to dig wells. It's a multi-generational thing, Tsepi. Let me speak to Africa. Let me speak to the black community. We don't know how to teach our kids how to dig wells. Glory be to Jesus. Our attitude, Jude, is this. I worked hard for this. And you guys are not going to touch a cent or I'll die with my secrets. I won't teach you. Glory be to Jesus. You know herbalists. Herbalists. You know herbalists. The guys who treat. There's nothing wrong with the herbalist. There's something wrong with someone who's possessed. But there's nothing wrong with herbalism, right? Because herbalism is just using herbs. The Bible says that it's natural herbs. There's nothing wrong with it. But how many of you have got a grandfather or a grandmother whoever showed you to say, this is how you treat this? How many? My own grandmother was a herbalist. And we never even knew it. And she died with her secrets. But she knew how to cure people. She was not a Nanga or anything like that. Or Sangoma. She had the skill and she died with it. Because you don't tell people. That's how us as Africans think most of the time. You die with your secrets. Jude, how are you doing this? How are you making money? We are just trying and... No, but Jude, look, I need to know. Because I can see that you know something I don't. The things of the Lord are mysterious. The Lord works in mysterious ways. Pastor, why do you have so much anointing? I can see you make blind eyes open. Please share with me. No. He said, these things, you have to seek the Lord first. And the Lord himself will give you your own revelation. Okay, I hear that, Pastor, but you already have the revelation. Share it with me. No, it took me 40 days of fasting. Then the Lord spoke to me. Now you think I'll give you my revelation? Am I telling somebody? Am I lying to you on it? No. Eh? How is it that in the African churches, only one man in that church works miracles? Everybody else doesn't. And then everybody is now what? Calling him Papa. No, Papa, when that thing comes on, the man of God. Because he knows how to dig wells. Because it gives him importance, he has not learned the art of teaching his sons and daughters how to dig wells. So he dies with his anointing. When he dies, the church dies too. Why? He doesn't teach his kids how to dig wells. Am I doing something? So Isaac knew how to dig wells because his dad was digging wells. Here is the question I have for you. What multi-generational wells are you digging? Oh, Dallas. Does your vision stretch beyond your own death? Or you know what, my entire life as it is just for me and my family to be blessed and then we die. If you are not thinking about the next generation, you are a disgrace to your generation. Because they will have to learn to dig wells again instead of just inheriting the wells of Abraham, their father. Am I talking to somebody? So we need to change this. Facebook you're listening to. We need to change this in the black church. We need to be a people that say, I know this skill. I know this skill. I know that skill. Now I'm going to pass it on. You are 95 and you're still bitter of the fact that you were deposed from being a president. 95, you're still bitter. They removed me from power. 95, you are still bitter. When were you going to give others a chance to dig wells? At 95, you can't even dig a well. You are still bitter that they did a coup on you. Who made you a life president? Am I talking to somebody? That is the mentality. If Linda was here, I was going to talk to her. 40 years, you are president. Are you telling me that there are no others who can dig wells in that land? Which wells are you still digging 40 years later that you haven't dug now? No, the revolution I started, I need to complete it because the revolution is in danger. No, you are the revolution that is in danger. The revolution is fine. Am I telling somebody? This is the problem with the African church. This is the problem with us as Africans. We don't think generationally. We don't have mechanisms to pass our words to the next generation. We don't have pastors who know how to raise sons. I always talk about one man of God, he's my friend, who said, never allow people from your church to preach in your church. Always bring people from others. Always people from other places. But never allow your own people to preach. So I must not allow my sons and daughters to learn how to dig wells. Then when I die, I'm not in life ministries must just die. Because I was too afraid that they are going to take over the church. Let me ask you a question. Who gives people churches? Who starts ministries? Who opens the original well? Listen to me, ministers. Ministers who are listening to me, listen to me. If God has planted a well in you, it's your well. There's nobody who can take it. Your sons can't take it. The man of God next door cannot take it. Benny Hinn cannot take it. It's your well. It's planted in you. What are you afraid of? Be free. Am I talking to somebody? Anointed Life Ministry is a ministry that the Lord planted in me. It's in me. There is nothing to be afraid of. Unless you are not a digger of wells. Unless you cannot think what multi-generationally. Then you're like, hey, every time you're suspicious of the church members. I saw Dallas. I heard Dallas and Sepia praying these days together. What are you trying to say, church? Why did you not seek authority from me? You are controlling God's people. There's only one prophet in this church. I'm the only one who talks in this church. Nobody else. And when you die, the wall closes. That's it. And God said the jackals and the ostriches shall praise me because they shall also drink. Now, who's going to drink when you always died? Open the well. Let people drink from you. Men of God, you need to open the well. Let people come and drink. Politicians need to open wells. Business people open wells. Raise other business people. Let them know. Am I talking to somebody? Raise entrepreneurs. Raise apostles. Raise prophets. Raise people. Share what you know. Die empty, like Miles Monroe said. Die empty. Share everything. And when you die, you're like, this world is empty. I have given everything for others to drink. I have planted wells in different people. Die empty. Wow. How beautiful would it be, Jude, to have Anointed Life Ministries all over Africa. Wells. People coming here learning. We plant wells, we send them off. We plant wells, we send them off. Come and receive the power of God. Learn the word. Learn our secrets. And let the fire spread throughout the world. Would that not be beautiful? Am I talking to somebody? Say I'm a digger of wells. Let's go on. Number 5. Write this down. Give me your notes now. And by the way, feel free to preach this message anywhere. But you must say hashtag Raymond. Don't forget the original well. But preach it. Don't say, the Lord spoke to me about digging wells. Brother, now you are trying to lie. Write this number 5. Look at that. The Bible says that now the Philistines had stopped all the wells which his father's servants had dug in the days of Abraham. They stopped the wells. Can you see? Can you see? So write this down. Everybody, write this down. The enemy's strategy to destroy you. See that? Are you writing this? Write this down. The enemy's strategy to destroy you is to close or poison your wells. Write that down. The enemy's strategy to destroy you is to close or poison your wells. Protect your wells jealously. When Abraham died, they closed all those wells. They were like, the Abraham era is over. We don't want this guy anymore. Close his wells. And I've preached about it. Whenever you see yourself running dry, running on empty, know this. Your well has been closed. Now I want to speak to some of you. Young people, I want to give you wisdom today. Listen to me. Everybody look at me. Okay. The enemy's strategy to destroy you is to close or poison your wells. Protect your wells jealously. Now listen to me. Everybody look at me. I want to give you some wisdom. Whenever God is going to bless you, he uses people. He uses relationships. Do you understand that?
Yes.
God is not going to appear for you. You are not that special. Okay? He's appeared as Jesus Christ. Now he lives in everyone by the Holy Spirit. So if you are waiting for the Lord to appear one day, you wait until you die. He appears by his own will. He opens your eyes. You can see a vision. Some of you never see a vision in this life. I've only seen one vision my entire life with my eyes open. Usually the Lord visits me in dreams. But listen to me. If the Lord is going to heal you or deliver you or prosper you, usually he sends another person.
Yes.
Usually. Yes. He sends someone in whom is a well to come and water you. Are we together? So, relationships. I want you to write this, write the date there next to this thing that I'm about to say. Write a date there. Write a date. On this day, I'm giving you wisdom that will change your life. Today is what? The 11th of August, 2019. Listen to me. If there's one thing you must protect in your life, it's relationships. That is the key to prosperity in life. If there's one thing you must guard jealously, Sarah, it's your relationships. Because relationships are what God uses to bless you. Why are they so important? Because every person is carrying a well. So if you've got 5 good relationships that you hang out with, that you spend time with, guess what? You are being watered by 5 different kinds of wells. That is deep. That is deep. When you come to Pastor Ray, what do you get from Pastor Ray? From Pastor Ray, you get wisdom. I'm a wise man. The Lord has given me the gift of wisdom. I know how to interpret life. My wife knows it. I see things. So you hang out with me. And when you hang out with me, you are being watered with wisdom about life. The Lord has given me another word called prosperity. I speak about business. It's my gift. Then you come from there and you hang out with Lindy. This world is worship. And you learn everything out. Now you are watered in 2 or 3 areas. Then you hang out with Seti, who's prophetic. Can you see? You are now watered prophetically too. Then you hang out with other people whose gift is leadership. You are also, so if you've got 5 words, you've got 5 different streams watering you. This one is watering you from that side. This one is from that side. That one is from that side. Before you know it, people are like, why are you so prosperous? The question is, who's watering you? Now think about it. If you are the kind of person who can't maintain relationships, who keeps on cutting relationships, and taking offense, this one did this, that church did that, that job did. How in the world are you going to stay watered? How? Because you can't cherish the relationship God is giving you. You are always changing churches. You're in this church, you're in that church, you're in this. No, I didn't like that way message the pastor preached. So you are never watered. You are always severing relationships. You invest 5 years in one church, you don't talk to that person. You invest another 5 years, you don't talk to that person. You go 20 years gone, not one relationship to show for it. And then you say, I wonder why my life does not move from the wilderness. Who is watering you? That's deep stuff right there. Do you see what I'm talking about? Why? Oh Lord, I praise you. Why did Jesus say that? Why do we say that Jesus says that you must not maintain offense? Say forgive. Why? Because if I'm offended at you, Tsepi, I cannot receive from you. Do you know that, Sarah, the day I offend you is the day you leave this church? But it's possible that I said things you didn't like, but you chose to forgive and say, no, you know what? This is my pastor. It's okay. But what we have now, we have a relationship. You are sitting here learning about a life-changing revelation because you chose to maintain your what? Your relationship. In marriage, Lindy and I, we have had plenty of offenses, plenty of opportunity to take offense. Divorces happen when you cannot resolve an offense, then you cut a relationship. But as long as you are willing to forgive, the water will keep on flowing and you keep on being watered and also watering. But when you can't move beyond that offense, then, listen to me, offenses close wells. Satan uses offense to close wells. That's why Jesus said, forgive. Because if you can't forgive, you cannot be blessed. Not that God won't bless you. Listen to me, Teddy. God will still bless you. He will still try to reach out to you. But how is the blessing going to reach you when you are cutting the people that is sending to you? This is the reason when you see a man of God who says, I know it all, that man is dangerous. If he says, I don't need anybody else, he's going to die pretty soon.
Yeah.
Am I talking to somebody? Say, I'm a digger of wells. So whenever you are dry, look at where you have started cutting relationships off. And there's one well you must never cut yourself off from, and that well is Jesus himself. Fellowship, prayer, the word, keep watered. Do you understand? So listen to me. If you want to prosper in life, if you want to live a good life, guard your relationships jealously. Because you don't know the kind of well that God has dug or placed in that person. And that well will water you one day. If I were you, and I can think of wells I know I should not have cut, I would go and make peace today. Say, you know what? The truth of the matter is, I learned so much from you, but I was too proud. Please forgive me. Humble yourself. Reconnect relationships. Start getting watered. But equally true, those who come to poison your well, cut them off. There are some people that Satan sends with one mission in your life, to poison you. Am I talking to somebody? See that? Haven't you had people that have come and you can see this person was sent to poison my well? Yeah. Satan will send people to poison your marriage. A person is raised by the devil with one sole purpose, to poison your marriage. Glory be to Jesus. They will come being supportive and being sweet and everything, and they've got one thing in mind, to destroy your marriage. An employee can come to your company with one sole purpose, raised by the devil, to destroy your company. Now that they are in there, next thing you hear, monies are missing everywhere. You hear someone can even come to your church with one sole purpose, to destroy that person. A woman can come with one sole purpose, I want to sleep with that person. And I'm going to record everything, and I'm going to share. Haven't you seen it in the papers? Haven't you seen it? Pastors being taken videos of themselves naked, walking around the lounge, looking for for drinks, naked, butt naked, and they are not aware they're being recorded. After that, everything is posted to social media. That's the end of your ministry. Done. One thing I've learned about people is that they'll forgive you for anything else. But this issue they don't forgive you. God forgives, but people don't. And they'll save that video on their phones. They'll delete everything else, but that one, they are compelled not to delete it. So that when you try to rise, they'll say, you see that pastor? I want to show you something. Is that him? Yeah, that's him. And that's it. Your ministry is over. How many men of God were destroyed because their wells were poisoned? So Tsepi, guard your relationships. Oh, glory be to Jesus. I'm giving you life-changing wisdom. Don't massacre relationships just because you're angry. Just because you're told what you don't want to hear. Guard that relationship. Say, Lord, I don't understand this, but this is my well. What are you trying to say to me? Because some wells are there to correct you. Oh, that's a deep one too. There are some people that God uses to speak authoritatively in your life, and they'll say to you, you are lazy. Me? Yes, what you're doing is laziness, and it will hit you like a ton of bricks. But when you're alone, you're like, but for real. Your problem is not that God isn't blessed. Your problem is you're not willing to work. And in that time, you're crying and saying, oh, I need things, and they're saying you are the problem. Do you know how difficult that is to accept? Well, somebody say wells. So listen to this. The enemy's strategy to destroy you is to close or poison your wells. Protect your wells jealously. Protect your marriage. Protect your business. Protect your friends. Protect your mentors. Protect your pastors. Protect the relationships that you have with those people. Am I telling you something? Now, here's one more for you. Your job. I want to talk to you about your job. I want to talk about your job. When God opens a way for you and you get a job, any job, guard that well jealously. It doesn't matter how much you despise it. It's a well that God has opened for you. Remember, you're not going to be at that well forever, but it's a starting point. It doesn't matter how much you don't like that job. If that's the only one you have, cherish it. No, I don't want to. I didn't go to school for this. I'm too learned for this. I have a degree. I have a PhD. If that well is what God has opened, cherish it. Don't poison your own well. Because God says, I'll open a well way in the wilderness. So people, listen to me. Some of you are going to be employers. There's one kind of employee you should never employ in your company. Don't employ people who are always complaining about your company. So where is this company going, really? Yeah. No, look at the CEO. He's driving a Range Rover. Look at this. Those people poison the entire well. And those are the kinds of people that as a person never put them in leadership. People who are always raising dust all the time. I would rather surround myself with sons and daughters and partners in ministry who say, you know what? Yes, we are here, but Pastor Ray, let's keep preaching. Let's keep praying. We're going to make it through. If we say let's do a conference, no, we can do a conference. If we say let's do an outreach, yes, we can do an outreach. If we say let's help people, yes, we can do it. They've got a yes mentality. Those are the people I want to be with in business, in marriage, in every area of my life, in ministry. Somebody say amen. Amen. So surround yourself with wells that water you, and then water others too. Glory be to Jesus. Giving you wisdom. Yes. You apply these things, Sepi. They won't catch you. You go very fine life. Number 6. I want to give you 3 more points and I'm done. Father, I praise your name. Let's read verse 16. Go on. Same scripture.
And Abimelech said to Isaac, go away from us, for you are much mightier than we are.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
So Isaac went away from there and pitched his tent in the valley of Gerar and dwelt there.
So he's still in Gerar.
Yes.
He's not going anywhere. Like, no, this is where the Lord said I must stay. You can't move me. I love this man. Let's go on.
And Isaac dug again the wells of water which
He dug again what?
Well,
The wells of water, which what?
which had been dug in the days of Abraham his father.
Eh.
The Philistines had stopped them after the death of Abraham, and he gave them the names by which his father had called them.
Imakamane. See, that they were right there. He started finding the same wells that his father had dug. Why did he do that? Why? Why was it so important that he had to go and find all the wells that his father dug? He was walking in his father's footsteps. Abraham was a man of faith. Glory be to Jesus. But why were these wells so important? Go on. Go on.
Now Isaac's servants dug in the valley and found there a well of living
They
spring.
dug what? They dug what? A well. In the valley.
Yes.
Number 3. Can you see what I mean? This is the secret of Isaac. The man began to prosper. Then continued to prosper until he was what? Very prosperous. And the Lord said what? I will multiply you and I'll bless you and I will increase you. What was the key? Digging wells. What do plants need in a desert? What do plants need? What do they need? Water. So how did these plants grow? Someone told me. There was no rain. So where was the water coming from to water those plants? It was coming from what? From the wells. Do you see the wisdom of God? I love God. God said, I'm going to prosper you in this dry land, but my blessing, somebody say my blessing, comes, somebody say comes, with a mechanism. Have you ever heard, Sepi, of what is called the mechanism of the blessing? Oh, you just grab blessings. Lord, I bless, I grab this, I claim this, I claim it, it's mine, I take it. Whenever the Lord blesses you, ask him, what is the mechanism of this blessing? Because God said, I'm going to bless you. But then God said, dig wells. He started to dig wells. And through those wells, he began to fulfill the prophetic word that God had said over his life. He began to multiply. He began to prosper. Am I talking to somebody? Say, I'm a digger of wells. So now imagine, travel with me to the Middle East. He was digging wells and they were starting to do irrigation. I can see them doing irrigation, right? From the wells to water their plants. People are like, what are you doing? What kind of a person digs well in the wilderness? Are you crazy? And we kept on doing this. And kept on digging irrigation canals. Then he did, how many wells are we on? No, we're on 3. Guys, find all the wells that Abraham, my father, we want all those wells. He started to prosper because he got a mechanism of the blessing. He had a deeper revelation. Others are talking. We are waiting for the good days. He was busy with his mechanism. Somebody say Isaac prospered. And continued to prosper. Until he was very prosperous. Because he knew the mechanism of the blessing. Do you see what I'm talking about? So the Lord had a secret. His secret to prosper in Isaac in the famine was what? Digging wells. Glory be to Jesus. Read again, Sepi. We're on what? Verse 19. Go. Let's go. Verse 19.
Now Isaac's servants dug in the valley and found there a well of living spring water. And the headsmen of Gerar quarreled with Isaac's headsmen, saying, the water is ours. And he named the well Esek, contention, because they quarreled with him.
So they fought him, right?
Yes.
Esek means quarrel. So they fought him. Read on 21.
Then his servants dug another well.
They dug what? They dug another well.
And
Isaac
they,
knew what he was doing. He dug another well. Go on.
and they quarreled over that also. So he named it Sitnah.
Sitna means enmity. He was being resisted. So you think that just because you're digging wells, people will smile at you? Everybody look at me. Look at me. You think that that's because you are digging wells, people will smile at you. People will oppose your ministry. People will oppose your business. People will oppose your marriage. People will oppose your career. Everything that you are doing, when you dig wells, you have enemies. Am I telling somebody? But did he stop digging? He continued what? Digging. So you can say this now, listen to me. And Isaac began to prosper and continued to prosper until he was what? Very prosperous. We can read that scripture like this. And Isaac began to dig wells and continued to dig wells until he had many wells. It's exactly the same. The more he dug, the more he prospered. Glory be to Jesus. Let's conclude this. Go on.
Now he went, and he moved away from there and dug another well. And for that one they did not quarrel. He named it Rehoboth, room, saying, for now the Lord has made room for us, and we shall be fruitful.
And we shall be what?
Fruitful.
We shall be what?
Fruitful.
Fruitful in the
land.
You see how there's proof. The Lord said, I'll bless you and I'll multiply you. It was tied to wells. You see what I'm talking about? Yeah. Write this down. Number 6. Your Rehoboth. Rehoboth means what? Room, expansion. Your Rehoboth or prosperity or fruitfulness is tied to your ability to dig the wells that God shows you by wisdom. Write that down. To dig the wells that God shows you by wisdom. Your prosperity or fruitfulness or Rehoboth, which is room, is tied to your ability to dig the wells that God shows you by wisdom. Write that down. Father, I pray for people who can dig wells. May you, Sarah, be able to dig wells. May you dig wells in business. May you dig wells in ministry. May you dig wells in marriage. May you dig wells in your career. May you dig wells in your community. May you dig wells in your own spiritual life. May you dig wells. May you increase in the gifts of the Holy Spirit. Never stop digging. Amen. Number 7, write this down. The secret to Isaac's prosperity was digging wells. Write that down. In fact, write it this way. Verse 22 shows the secret to Isaac's prosperity. He was a digger of wells. Dash tirelessly, and you are no different. He was a tireless digger of wells. The more he dug wells, the more he prospered. Write that down. The secret to Isaac's prosperity was digging wells. He dug tirelessly, and you are no different. You want to prosper? You want to make an impact in ministry? Dig wells. Glory be to Jesus. Let's finish it off. Number 8. Write this down. I'm giving you notes. Wells work hand in hand with the Lord's commanded blessing. Write that down. Wells work hand in hand with the Lord's commanded blessing. Because they keep the plan of God alive. Write that down. Because they keep the plan of God alive until destiny is reached. Please close the door. Because they keep the plan of God alive until destiny is reached on the journey of leadership. Wells are there to sustain you until you reach your destiny. You are not always going to be at the same well, CP. You will move to the next one and to the next one. But one thing is guaranteed, you will always be watered. Because Isaac was digging these wells and he was moving from well to well. So they are there, they are tied to the blessing of God, right? So wells work hand in hand with the Lord's commanded blessing because they keep the plan of God alive until destiny is reached on the journey of leadership. Write that down. Number 9. Just giving you some notes. Wells are not the destination. They help you stay healthy, fresh, and whole. They are not the destination. Wells are not the destination. They help you stay healthy, fresh, and whole for the ultimate fulfillment of the promise of God. Glory be to Jesus. Wells are not the destination. They help you stay healthy, fresh, and whole for the ultimate fulfillment of the promise of God. They are a bridge to destiny. That is why you should be watered. Because as you go on your leadership journey, remember the leadership journey.
For the ultimate
Fulfillment.
For the ultimate fulfillment of the promise of God, they are a bridge to destiny. Wells are a bridge to your destiny. You need me, Jude, to water you to reach your destiny. I need you to water me to reach my destiny. Dallas has been watering this ministry from day zero. The man has watered this ministry. Every Sunday, we've seen this man arrive here, set up, play with us. Even if no one showed up, one person would always show up. Dallas would show up. Am I talking to somebody? And we have grown, and we have reduced, and we've grown again. The man went nowhere. He was watering the ministry. So you think what you're doing is just attending church. What you don't understand is this. You are watering us too on our day, on our journey to what? To destiny. Glory be to Jesus. What are the 4 phases of leadership? Number 1 is what? It's the dreaming phase. Number 2 is what? Number 2, the transition or the in-between. Number 3. What is number 3? The rise. And then number 4, what is it? The crown, the throne, destiny. But from the dreaming phase to destiny, you need to be watered here. Because the transition is tough. Do you understand what I mean? So when these tough times come, you must be watered. Glory be to Jesus. Number 10, write this down. There are different types of wells to be considered. That is the last point I'm going to give you today. There are different types of wells to be considered. Number 1, old ones that have been stopped. So you need to dig. What are the things that you used to do that you've stopped doing? Some of us, we used to fast a lot and we would spend time with God alone. This entire year I haven't gone away for a prayer retreat where I was dealing with family. But my wife would tell you, I would go for a week away to Amanscroll alone. I wouldn't eat or anything. Just drinking water for a full week. Just digging my wells. The Lord will give you revelation. The Lord will refresh you. God will heal you. God will do all sorts of things because you are being watered. So that's well number 1 that I personally must start doing. No, you can't leave your pregnant wife at home. So that I had to take, because I had to dig another well also for family. Now, so look at that. There are different types of wells to be considered. Number 1, old ones that have been stopped. What are the old wells that you have stopped digging? What are the things that used to bless you? I know you like to say bless your heart. What are the things that used to bless your heart that you've stopped doing? Who are the people, listen to me, who are the people you need to give a phone call tonight, Dallas? Hello? It's me. Sarah, who do you need to give a phone call? You know that song by Adele. Hello? It's me. Somebody need to phone and say, hello, it's me. Joseph, you need to call somebody and say, hello, it's me. If that doesn't work, you must say, hello, is it me you're looking for? Anyway. Number 2, existing ones that are neglected. Some of your wells are there. They are just neglected. They haven't been stopped. They are just neglected. Am I talking to somebody? When was the last time you opened your Bible to read it? Oh. When was the last time you went to that prayer place of yours? Glory be to Jesus. When was the last time you gave that spiritual father or that leader or that mentor of yours a call to say, I just wanted you to know that I'm thankful? When was the last time some of you really gave to in church, like, you know what, I haven't really given this. Let me give something. I feel like I really and truly given. Not 5 rand, 10 rand, 20 rand, and you have got a lot of money. When was the last time you really gave? Some of you were givers before you got blessed. Now that the Lord blessed you, you don't give anymore. I'm talking about what happens. Am I doing somebody? Number 3, the third kind of well. Those are the new ones now. New ones that the Lord shows you. So, here is the question. Joseph, Father, I praise your name. Where to from here? Sarah, I've given you revelation. Where to? Which wells are you going to dig now? Dallas, which wells are you going to dig from today onwards? Jude, which wells are you going to dig? Which wells should you go and re-dig and plug? Which wells are existing that you need to look after? And which new wells are the Lord saying you must dig now? Please go to the keyboard, Dallas. Am I talking to somebody? It's time for you to dig the well, Dallas. Listen to me. This is my closing thought. Wisdom is being able to maintain wells. This is wisdom. Write it down. Write it down. Wisdom is being able to maintain wells into a multi-generational source of sustenance for you and generations to follow. That's wisdom. Wisdom is being able, or wisdom is the ability to maintain wells into a multi-generational source of sustenance or livelihood for you and generations to follow. That's wisdom. Knowing that I must maintain this. I must maintain this. I must dig this well, and I must maintain it. I must seek out that mentor, and I must maintain that relationship. I must start this business, and I must keep it going. I must start this ministry, and I must keep it going. I must start this prayer, and I must keep it going. Every Friday I pray for 2 hours. I must keep it going. You must now be a well digger, a person who's able to maintain multi-generational. Am I talking to somebody? So I want you to read something quickly. I want to conclude this. Go to Genesis. Go back to Genesis 26. I'll give you the verse. Glory be to Jesus. Lord, we praise your name. I want to show you something. Isaac never finished. He didn't end there. Kept on digging. Even after he was prosperous, he kept on digging. Read verse 24.
And the Lord appeared to him the same night and said, I am the God of Abraham your father. Fear not, for I am with you and will favor you with blessings and multiply your descendants for the sake of my servant Abraham.
And what? And multiply you.
Multiply.
Right? What did he do after he had that? Verse 25.
And Isaac built an altar there and called on the name of the Lord and pitched his tent there. And there Isaac's servants were digging a well. Wow.
They dug a well. The Lord appeared to him again and said, I'm going to prosper you. I'm going to multiply you. The next thing he does is dig a well. What did he know, Tsepi? What did he know? That if the Lord speaks, I must dig a well. What did he know? Some of you, the Lord speaks, you go to sleep. The Lord speaks, you go party. The Lord speaks, Isaac says, guys, come on. All you servants, come on. John, Peter, James, come, guys. We have to dig a well here. He built an altar, then he dug a well. Altar means worship. He worshipped God, but he also dug a well. Some of you just want to fast and pray. No, my friend, get dirty. Somebody say get dirty. Hey. I'm going to show
went to him from Gerar with Ahuzah, one of his friends, and Phicol, his army's commander. And Isaac said to them, "Why have you come to see me, seeing that you hate me and have sent me away from you?" They said, "We saw that the Lord was certainly with you. So we said, let there be now an oath between us, carrying a curse with it to befall to one who breaks it. Even between you and us, let us make a covenant with you, that you will do us no harm, inasmuch as we have not touched you and have done to you nothing but good, and have sent you away in peace. You are now the blessed or favored of the Lord." And he made them a formal dinner, and they ate and drank. And they rose up early in the morning and took oaths with one another. And Isaac sent them on their way, and they departed from him in peace.
Full stop. Okay, pause. Can you agree that at this point Isaac is now living in destiny? He's now in that, he's had the dreaming phase. He's gone into the transition. He went into the life. Now people are coming and saying, "We've come to make peace." He didn't approach them. His enemies said, "You are blessed." We can see. He's now very prosperous. Do you agree with me? They came to him, he threw a party. The next morning, what happens after the next morning after? Read. After they ate and drank, read the next verse. Look at what happened.
And they rose up early in the morning and took oaths with one another. And Isaac sent them on their way, and they departed from him in peace.
Verse 32.
Then that same day Isaac's servant came and told him about the well they had dug.
They came and told him about the well they dug.
Saying, "We have found water."
Thank you very much. You can go and sit down. They said, "We have found water." Jude, the man is living in destiny. Sarah, he is now in destiny. He is on the throne. He is now feared. He is very prosperous. He is great. But the next morning after the party, after all the celebrations, all the speeches, they're saying, "You are a man of God, you are a powerful businessman, you are a billionaire, you are an excellent president." The next morning he says, "I must go back to work." The next morning he dug a well number 7, Beersheba, which means the well of 7. 7 is perfection. He dug until he had perfected this art.
Wow.
Never stopped digging wells. He knew my blessing is tied to my well. And you have one well. You have stopped digging already. I'm going to dig well number 1. When well number 1 is producing water, I'm going to say to my servants, I'm going to say to my family, I'm going to say to my friends, I'm going to say to my partners, I'm going to say to my mentors, this is well number 1. But I must dig well number 2. Then people say, "But you're prospering already." Then I'll say, "No, but I must dig well number 3. Then they'll say, "But look, how are you going to do all this?" Then I'll go and dig well number 4. Then I'll start to get coverage in the newspapers and on TV. Then I'll go and dig well number 6. Then there's 5. Then they'll say, "No, but what's happening?" Then I'll go international. I'll go into Australia. Then I'll go into the UK. Then I'll go into America. And then they say, "What's going on?" Then I say, "No, I must dig a well in the Middle East." Then I'll go to well number 7. Then they'll say, "No, I'm sure you are done." Then I'm like, "No, I'm not. I must get to number 8. Then I'll dig a well again. And again. And again. They say you've got 3 businesses. Then I say I must get a 4th one. Okay, 4 is enough. Then I must get a 5th one. But the 5th one is enough. Then I must also get now a business in IT. I'm looking at IT now. No, but how are you in construction and IT and consulting and distribution? Then I say I feel like I must go into green technology now. Kindara masuto robobo labo sindereke sata. Rekete la masuto robobo sita.